Warning. This is a creative expression and personal journey of continuously better becoming. A journey toward healing, living, and thriving after pain, hardship, and trauma amidst survival. While not always heavy, this work inevitably contains themes, scenarios, discussions, imagery, and language that may be upsetting to some. Or your core values simply do not align. Please use your personal discretion before, while, and/or after viewing. So, just leave everything to the last minute, don't I? Yeah, I mean, it's cracking a bit and it's not my best work, but finally have my ass on some clothing. Just wanted to see how it would look. If anyone wants it, let me know. This is a cropped sweatshirt that's stained. I don't know if you can hear. My Swiss family in the back. Ever since I was a kid, I've been into clothing. Whether it's drawing it or wanting to learn to sew but never having the materials. Also feeling discouraged because every time I did, my mother would tell me that I need to erase it because it was too inappropriate, whether the breasts were drawn too large or showing, or if there was midriff. So I've been making wearable works for my artist practice, but also now kind of making clothing. Just find it kind of funny how that childhood desire has circled back around. Number 2. Yeah. Okay, the last one. I don't even know if I'm going, but I need to fuck off out of a country again. And, I mean, don't have a flight yet, don't know how I'm gonna get it, but still know I need to leave, and so I'd rather prepare than not. I have the very normal artist thing of, and apprehensions and fears of success or failure or bringing an idea into the physical world. and there's excitement around that too, but there's quite a bit of trauma around my practice and creation in general. For a long time, at least since 2018, have wanted my photos on shirts. So I thought, let's just see how it looks by making a few. And this is also very nostalgic of my upbringing, ironing on photographs or like the vinyl. I did that more than once. But also, this shirt in particular is from, it was one of the few stores at the mall where I grew up. So it's both like a reclaiming it, because there are parts of my childhood that have just like gone out of my memory. And this in particular, I'm going, am I reclaiming it, or am I just giving myself more stress by wearing something that evokes a time in my life that my brain has protected me from for a while, or at least protected me in order to survive for the past 10 years. And even now, I'm extremely stressed given my circumstances and being someone who probably needs help but can't receive help or hasn't been able to because of my, for various reasons. But I'm gonna say claim it unless I feel I need to sell it. But I think, let's see. Nope. Absolutely not. Not ready yet. Yeah. So I gotta wait. What? Why aren't you working? I know part of me is just stressed, and so I want to cry right now. And it's good to do that. It's good to get it out. But I don't know. Like, this is not the thing to cry over, that it's not working. It's hard when nothing seems to work. What the f- Okay. I'm not only a sad person. I actually smile a lot. Whether it's holy shitballs, like, why is this not? Good God. I also don't want to just ruin a shirt. Like, if this doesn't work, I can always maybe salvage it somehow. Yeah. It's funny that this just isn't working out when, what a metaphor for my circumstances. I don't like to talk about it because every time I've had more voices than not come at me with, well, you made the choice and therefore you need to lie in it and blah blah blah. And I come from the States. I know this mentality and I get it. Like, yeah, I've made my choice to pursue a life that's authentic to me, even if even if it's more unconventional than not. And did I fuck it up? And so, yeah, there are certain choices I've made that have been in pursuit of that and in healing, because I know my circumstances are also this way because, I've been alone, and I don't know, like, that you just can't get help. And then you also don't want it because, I mean, I do and I don't, because I'm just like, how often I've been told in my life that I'm not worth it. That I'm not worth help. That I'm not worth anything. And I've been scared to say anything ever because just the nasty, nasty comments. Whether it's because of what I'm pursuing or how I pursue things. Just, why aren't you working? Like, I can do it, I can do this, like, I made this choice, let's do it. And yet, I also have to recognize, like, I've been in survival mode and been hurt and harmed since I was a kid. And then just by pursuing who I am and just trying to be me, to constantly be told that's wrong. And yeah, no wonder I've been sick. Yeah, no wonder I've been burnt out. Yeah, no wonder it's been hard to do anything about it. And I don't want to keep getting pity because, like, being a victim. No. No. Acknowledge victimhood, sure, but I've had to become strong, and I have been strong. And I recognize that, and that's what I desire to walk in, and what I do walk in. Fuck. Just don't know what to do anymore. And this isn't helping. God damn it. I'll be back. It's not working. Please work. It's hard to make stuff like this. Not this, for some reason this is hard. I've done two, and so I'm like, why is this not working? But it's hard to be vulnerable. It's, making the choice to be authentic in who you are, be true to who you are, even if that you has been used and abused and shamed for everything and harmed because of it. And then when you need help the most, you're scared to ask for it because it's rarely come. I just find it really sad that people in my circumstances, because I'm more than likely not the only one. I don't even have words right now. You shouldn't be punished for just being you.
how deeply that's ingrained in me, of that guilt and that punishment. And now when I'm trying to do something about it, to have it just like, nothing seems to be working. Which is hard, because then there's part of me that just knows it'll be okay. Like, everything will be okay. Everything's always panned out somehow, but like, to just be told that you don't qualify for help, like it's not bad enough. I've lived a life where I just, like, I don't trust people. Or that the help comes with an ask. Like, I don't... I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of it. It's just hard. I think it's okay for it to be hard. And no one wants to be around a sad person, so that it's like even any worth of like self-love. Like, worth loving, or trusted the wrong people. But also, like, I stayed away from people because I don't want to burden anyone. And I know that's not right, but like, you need to feel like that. Part of me just wants to go, please work, but like, it'll be fine. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But like, I'm tired. I'm just tired. And yet I'm so, like, so ready to be doing something. To just live my fucking life. It's hard because I have this internalized just feeling of, stop being so pathetic, like, pick yourself back up, do something about it. And yet, like, I don't know what I can do. I don't know. Because I'm not going back there. I can't. I mean, I know I'd be strong enough, but like, it would break me. And I'm so sick of being broken. And I'm going to piece myself back together every time. And I get why people wouldn't want to be associated with that. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with on your own. This is why I get so upset when there's any sort of victim blaming. No one wants to feel this way. It's just one of those moments where I'm like, I just need to be thrown a fucking bone. You know, I can really feel the... Anytime I've asked for one. Oh, look at you. Living around the world. Having a good time. Like, stop fucking begging. Just look at you. You're part of the problem. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be asking anyone for anything. Like, I feel like, who am I to have anything from anyone? I don't know. Like, is it about swallowing my pride and just saying, I could want to help? Anyone? Please. But I don't know if that's just me swallowing pride or me just being terrified that it comes with some sort of expectation. also, you know, now I reject this part. Like, I don't want this. That's where I'm at. I don't know what to fucking do. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. It's just... I've talked to these mountains. I've climbed some of them throughout the past 10 years. I think this is the first time that I've fully felt grounded, fully felt like I reside in my body, that I reside here, and that I have the power. I have my power to move forward. No matter how scary, no matter how many times I've seemingly failed and yet progressed, no matter how many times I hesitated while still moving forward and gaining the strength that I have today. Because it hasn't always been safe. It hasn't always been accepted, even within me, an internalized fear of self, of hatred of self. And finally feeling empowered, or at least a journey toward empowerment. No, there's an empowerment that I feel here that I've had to cultivate to get here, oftentimes in this space in particular. One of them is the mountain I accidentally climbed to. Oops. Don't do that in the winter without proper phone or gear. But I'm sorry, this whole documentation is just me crying, or about to cry, because also I've shed so many tears today. I don't know if I have any left in me, and also recording it vulnerable. Am I showing this? Am I not? Even though I'm definitely an advocate for and encourage others and reassure others that, of course, they're worth love. They're worth loving. They deserve love. I can really feel how much I haven't believed that for myself. How much It's been just drilled into me, and then I've done it myself. Yeah, it's a coping mechanism. It's like a defense of, okay, well, this is what the world has shown me. This is what I've literally been indoctrinated in my whole upbringing. And I've learned really, really early that being me was not safe and was not good, so I had to be someone else. Just how much I can feel that right now. Like, no wonder I haven't felt grounded until now, and even now I'm like really forcing myself to just be in my body, because so often do I just want to escape, just even in my head, or just not feel like I'm here, which, you know, has bred certain behaviors as on this journey toward healing of that haven't been beneficial to me and have maybe not been beneficial for others. I'm just really trying to make myself feel it, that like, what did I do to deserve such generosity and love and kindness, and like, wait, people can love me. I can love myself. Like, and it's just so sad that that's been my reality, and I just feel that so heavily right now. I just find that so sad, because I know I'm not the only one that has ever felt like this, and what's really even sadder about it is how lonely this feeling is, and just that belief that's been drilled into me of just like, and then I've believed it, just this narrative of I'm not lovable. In order to be loved or liked, I have to be someone else, and I can't do that anymore. So then when I receive generosity like this, I feel like after shedding my biological family and just feeling like, wait, is this what it feels like to be loved? I don't know. I don't know if I could feel it right now. Just how much shame I've felt for even, like, oh, I don't ask for help, because so much about me defies the majority of what society is told is the way to have family, is the way to go about life, is the way to go about relationships of any kind. And I'm just like, that doesn't feel right to me. And that should be okay, but I've also been so scared of it, because that means I am forging my own path. I'm forging my own path, and that's lonely, and that's hard. And while I've become strong in it, and really it's harder to, and more exhausting, and feels more harmful, and it hurts more to not follow it and not follow my authentic expression. It's still been scary, because like, how much I've been hurt along the way, but then like, who am I to ask for any help, because like, I've chosen the alternative, an alternative that like I'm still figuring out. Like, it's wrong for me to ask for anything and receive anything, because yeah, I'm also no one's responsibility but my own. And yeah, how hurt I have been, like, it's so hard to ask. And even how much I've been shamed for seeking companionship, seeking love, seeking safety in a place that so much of the people that have been in my life, or even the world, tells me I shouldn't. And it's literally just people that I'm not blood related to. Just even something as simple as that. I think I'm also just scared, because this journey that I've been on for the past over 10 years, and really my whole life, has been, do I trust myself? Like, do I trust me? Because this feeling so disempowered and harmed, and that has bred certain behaviors in the past. You know, healing can breed certain behaviors of either running or not fully planting, being a bit, like, for me it's manifested in maybe a bit flaky or not as reliable as I actually feel is innate to me, but because of my circumstances I have overcommitted or not followed up on certain promises, or not even promises, just like, hey, I'm gonna do this. And so it's like trusting myself of this receiving generosity and help and even love, because I'm so grateful. I am so full of love, but it's like scary to feel love, because the love I was raised in, it wasn't love. It wasn't love. It came with conditions, and it came with, I need to be something else. And that's not okay. That's mean. That's just mean. But simply, that's mean. As I go forward, and as I feel this feeling, and just the words that want to come out, even though I intellectually know it's true. Of course I'm worthy of love and deserving. Part of me is like, who am I? Who am I to deserve any of this? Like, what did I do? Why me? Is this right? Is this okay? Why me? Why here? Like, can I trust myself to be here in this feeling, in this receiving? It's just sad. It's just sad that anyone has to go through something like this. Just knowing that I would never, ever want to put anyone in this position, and I, of course, would also help when I have the capacity in certain ways, like I already do in some ways, but then, the sun's setting. I think it's time for me to end for now, but maybe this is me learning that I no longer have to feel ashamed for who I choose and who chooses me to love. Maybe, just maybe, this me who rejects and defies so much of societal norms, but also just is. Like, maybe just me. Maybe just me. Maybe just me is lovable. Maybe just me. That it's also okay for me to live my life and to have people I love and to do things that I love and succeed and be happy and not be shamed or guilted into feeling like it's wrong. God damn it. This whole first bit is just me crying, for fuck's sake. I'll be sure to capture some moments of joy, but genuine joy, just as this too is genuine. Because I've noticed on my journey of healing that I can be so deeply in sadness and really feel this like immense weight, and then be dancing in the kitchen the next. So yeah, I guess that's what this is, just an honest documentation, and this is where I'm at right now. And I think it's also worth sharing. Yeah, it's probably maybe an even better place to show not just the story, but how it's told as it progresses. Episode 1, after many. Let's see how it all unfolds from here. See you soon.